Access Up Slayers. This is Xenoxis or PF Classic time for the 31st of March 2017. And I was talking a little bit about dwarves in the last episode and stuff like that, you know. Very good. I'm gonna double check again. Was it really 2000? Yeah, it is 2000, yeah. This was my first Warhammer Fantasy rulebook, pretty much. I actually got into 40k earlier before I got into Warhammer Fantasy. And my first book that I got with 40k, I don't have it anymore because it was Chaos rulebook, which I got in 97 or 98. But then I got a later when they adapted the Chaos. I still haven't gotten the updated Dwarfs Army books because there used to be a store that used to sell these and my parents never visit that store anymore, you know, but yeah. Because the thing is, you know, like, I mean, you can still play with your old models from the dwarfs, you know, stuff that. It's just that you cannot use the new units that has come out. Like there's, for example, a new, like, I don't even know if Rurukan knows about it, but there's another version of Iron Breakers now, which I forgot what they called. They called Iron something else. And they like use big ass cannons. They are like basically like a ranged unit. Like they still wear Gromril armor, which has nicknames. The Gromril armor, which is the strongest armor basically, is known variously as Meteoric Iron, Silverstone, and Hammerknot armor, which is what basically like a lot of goblins call them that because they're scared of the dwarfs. Gromril armor gives 4+ armor, so, but then of course the best thing to do with our Dwarf Lord is to have Dwarf Lord have Gromril armor, but you don't really need to have him have Gromril armor because what you used to do is you used to equip your Dwarf Lord, your general, so to speak, equip him with, at least back then the rune was actually pretty good. What the fuck is it, man? No, it's not, no, it's not an armor rune actually, it's, I believe it's a runic standard, no? The runic talisman is what it is. Master Rune of Spite, which only costs 5 points. The rune confers a 4+ wall save, you know. And I still have that White Dwarf issue where they talked about a lot about the dwarfs from this army book, and there were some tips and stuff that. And then someone talked about, you know, like how their Dwarf Lord managed to duel a Dwarf Thirster and backed up by a unit of Iron Breakers, you know, or like he talked about like he dueled a Bloodthirster. He not only and then like he like survived, but assisted by a unit of Iron Breakers, and I watched the Bloodthirster slowly destabilize himself to death because Iron Breakers, the Gromril armor, like it's so tough that armor that if a Croxigor, which is the big hulking lizard man, like the big ass T-Rex style guy with a fucking big ass axe or whatever he has, like he can hit your Iron Breaker's head on, boom, or your Iron Breaker's head on, and they still get an armor save. Like what, bro? You're gonna hit us with this big ass axe? That's like. Fuck, like is it like 5 times as big as a dwarf body, or maybe 6 or 7 times? And they're just like, what the fuck was that? Did someone tickle me? You know, stuff that, you know, like Iron Breakers, man. There are some, I actually think there are an actual real, there should be a picture of the Iron Breakers, like, I thought there were a picture of them here somewhere. Yeah, there we go, pictures of the Iron Breakers. Look at that armor, man. He's basically covered in armor. And there's a picture here of how they look painted. There you have them. The guys right here. That is the Iron Breakers. It's hard to see there, but you can see them. Basically fully covered in armor, you know, like that's pretty fucking badass, man. Like they used to have like certain special holes that they put their beard in, you know, stuff that, you know. It's probably not very comfortable to wear that, to be entirely honest, but hey man, like, you know, like if it helped you survive a Croxigor axe, head on, you're gonna take that. And I mean, this was in the better period of Warhammer, not that horrible period. You might remember that horrible period when characters were OP, when Lizardman were like complete bullshit. The Lizardman army and what their Slan could have. The Slan was basically the big giant toad who rider on top of a throne, and they could have like an insane amount of ward save, and then they could re-roll their ward save, and it was just like a battle of who had the strongest characters. And then Lizard Man could just have insane characters. I get to re-roll my ward save of 2+ 3 times, and I get to cast this spell all across the field, and it gets to wipe out your entire army. My Slanus kid army worth of 4,000 points. Or no, Slanus, you know, not that chaos thing, but you know, like Slan, whatever. But yeah, you know, Lizardman was fucking stupid. You know, like there was during a period when all characters were insanely powerful. Like you could use tool up your characters so much, and the same was true for Warhammer 40k, because the first armor book I had was part of that period. And it was back in 98, 97 or something like that, and it might have started earlier than that, but the Army Book of Chaos that I had then, in that one you had Demon Princess, which you can use as, and they had like insane stats, insane like ward saves, and they were just insane in general with their fucking stats. Though to Demon Princess you could play like, I have fucking like what the fuck, like 10, 12 wounds, and then like armors, like ward saves, and then like insane like powerful weapons, and it's just like you know, they just wanted to make like really powerful characters, you know, because they felt like, and I can understand that like lore-wise these characters are meant to be powerful, but it doesn't work for the game, you know, because that just makes it so that they're OP in a game, you know, like, sure they can be insanely strong lore-wise, able to take on like insane armies by themselves, you know, but, you know, like, it doesn't work like that, like in-game, you know, that doesn't like work, you know, and stuff like that, but yeah. And of course the cool thing is here you have the whole rune language as well, you know, what certain words means, you know, and then I have the whole rune script here. We have the rune script with runes and stuff like that. And I wonder how similar these runes are to actually real Nordic runes, you know, like the Vikings used and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, like Warhammer Dwarves, or like dwarves in Warhammer Fantasy in general, is a lot inspired by Norse and how the Vikings kind of were, you know, and stuff that, you know, like Vikings fighting with the runes. Vikings were pretty badass, you know. All of that whole bullshit, you know, with the Matt Pat video that Matt Pat where they like, the samurais win because I'm a total weebo, and they win because they can use archery and they can shoot, you know, and the Norse warriors or the Vikings, they had no armor, they went into battlefield naked even though they lived in a harsh cold north. Yeah, I mean, fucking Sweden is so cold, like, I have, like, ice outside my window. It's 40 minus degrees Celsius outside, it's super, super mega cold, and I fucking, if I go outside, I die in 3 seconds, bleh. And I can never go outside, you know, because there's scalable, huge yeti monsters, and if I gonna go out, I have to, like, strip naked, and then I have to get a big axe out and be like, blah, 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 and run towards you, and then if I get an arrow in it, then I totally dead, I can totally do nothing about it, bleh. You know, and there's been so many people like Skallagrim and so many others that I covered why he is extremely wrong. But Matt Pat, you know, a lot of people always defend Matt Pat with, oh, but it's just a theory, and it's because of that he can say whatever he wants and he doesn't have to take any consequence at all because it's just a theory, so you shouldn't get mad about it. Yeah, but a theory, by the way, has to be covered by scientific facts, and then if your scientific facts are complete bullshit and complete wrong, people are gonna call you out on it. And then Matt Pat never apologizes or do any kind of response video or anything, you know, like, you think that he is right, you know, when he is wrong, you know. He's very, very stupid, like he's a complete retard, he has no IQ whatsoever, you know, he thinks he's smart, but he's not smart at all, you know. I like to watch his stuff, you know, but sometimes he's just so fucking wrong, and it just hurts to see like him just spreading the lies about that. And then how you have the Matt drones, you know, how you have drones of any YouTuber, you know, like, oh, this YouTuber is sort of celebrity, if you say anything bad about this YouTuber, then I'm going to restart all your videos, and I'm going to create 15 troll accounts, and then I'm just going to restart every video you ever create, blah, 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 blah. Oh, how dare you speak about this big ass YouTuber who makes so much money, blah, 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 you know, and stuff that, you know, it's pretty funny, you know. considering how much my old channel, how much old it was than the majority of YouTubers out there, because I was one of the OGs, you know. I was almost there from the start, like, what I joined YouTube like 1 year after it started, pretty much, I think it was, but yeah. And, you know, yes, I'm still salty about having to delete my old channel, considering the amount of videos I had. It was just so much content, you know, so many LPs, you know, so much stuff that you could watch, you know, like, and the fact that for having 101 subs, the fact that I had a high rewards grind spot video, the first one, which was 50 to 100 grind spot, which was the video that I got the most amount of, it had gotten over 24,000 views. 24,000 views with just 100 plus subs, or 101. But at that point when I did the video, I didn't have even 100 subs. I think I might have been at 70 subs or something like that still. And it's just crazy, so many views on that video. And so that video had at that point be over since High Rewards came out. Not really since it came out, because I believe the grind spot was not in the vanilla game. I think it might have been when the first DLC was released, but I'm uncertain. It might actually have been in the vanilla version. So whenever High Rewards came out here in Europe, that is, not when it came out in Japan, pretty much, is when I did that video. And I did it on the February, on the 1 month. I forgot exactly when it was, but yeah. So that is something, you know. But anyway, so yesterday, by the way, I raced Jinx, my runner, Paladin, finally after so many years. I mean, it's not the same Dana Paladin as I made back in Team C, because that was on an old account and stuff. So yeah, that is something. Oh, there are new cards now revealed. It seems like they've revealed the rest now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so 24 plus. 24 plus, let me go into my YouTube here. 24 plus. I'm gonna have to check here. 24 plus, what did I say in the comments? Because it might be all the cards then. So it's from my channel here. I can still find it now by searching Xenoxis. I got really pissed off when I had to delete my old channel, and then with the new channel I couldn't even make a special channel thing at first. I have to realize that the thing is, you know, because the thing is, if you're one of those people who don't believe that I had a big channel before, the thing you have to realize, there is no way I would be able to have a YouTube partnership, because if you look, it actually says to have a YouTube partnership and stuff like that, and you can never have that at one subscriber. You can never have a YouTube partnership at one subscriber. Normally you have to have over a certain amount of subscribers or whatever it is. I forgot exactly what the number is. So yeah, so me being able to have that at one subscriber is just, you know, and my other subscriber is my wife, you know, and stuff. That's, yeah. But anyway, if I go in on the latest video here, and hopefully nothing plays here. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute that. There we go. So how many cards? Yeah, they have 42 more cards to reveal. Or they revealed 42 cards out of the 71. So 42 plus whatever. 42 plus, what was it? 31? That's 73. Okay, so then they have covered all the cards basically, pretty much. They've actually covered all the cards now, so the cards that they show there are basically all the cards now, so that's good. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to actually cover any of the cards today, because I'm gonna be rather busy, you know. I might actually go and play some Dark Souls today. I'm gonna check the current reveal cards. Have they already updated it? Or not current reveal cards, but in Group Guide there. I'm gonna check what the amount is at now. So far 106 cards have been revealed out of 135. I think that's wrong, because I think that's just counting in the cards that they had revealed before or whatever. I think. I'm just gonna go one last part after this, so be right back.